Hello chess lovers, welcome to this channel. Today we will review the opening chess, the King's Gambit. It starts with e4 and e5 and continue to f4. The King's Gambit is one of the oldest documented openings. It was examined by the 17th century, the Italian chess player, namely Mr. Giulio Polerio, and also appears in one of the earliest chess books, writing by Mr. Luis Ramírez in 1497. The King's Gambit was one of the most popular openings until the late 19th century, and we will review the match played by Mr. Henry Edward Bird in 1869. And here played pawn capture pawn in f4 and knight to f3. Continue to g5 and d4. Pawn move to front to g4, threatening the knight, and knight moving to e5. Queen to h4 check, and close by pawn to g3. Pawn capture pawn, and queen capture pawn in g4. Pawn move to front to g2, threatening the rook, and at the same time the pawn want to become a queen. And also check for white king from queen in h4. Queen capture queen in h4, and pawn capture rook in h1, and at the same time pawn became a queen. Knight to c3 to defending pawn in e4, so queen in h1 cannot capture that pawn. And if we review again in this position, it should be the best move here is pawn move to d6, so bishop can attack or defending in advance. But in this game, black played bishop to e7, and this is the question move, and a bad mistake in this move. So Mr. Henry Bird strike to take that advantage with move queen to h5. In this position, black cannot defending the f7 square anymore. If we can see a lot of game doing sacrifice in f7 square, so we have to very carefully to defending this f7 square. If not, we will be lost in short move. And actually, in this position, black piece already lost the match. But he still continue with moving knight to c6. Knight capture pawn in f7. Continue knight to f6, threatening the queen in h5. And knight to d6, double check from queen in h5 and knight in d6. And king move to d8. Queen to e8 check. A nice sacrifice here shown by Mr. Henry Bird. And rook capture queen in h8. Continue knight to f7, checkmate. A nice queen sacrifice showing in this game. And Mr. Henry Edward Bird win this game in 14 moves. And also we will review the second game played by Mr. Alexander against Mr. Atbor in 1855. In here, Mr. Atbor captured pawn in f4 and continue knight to f3 and d5. Pawn capture pawn and queen capture pawn. Knight to c3, threatening the queen in d5, and queen go back to d8. Knight to e4 and bishop to g4. Continue queen to e2, and in this position we would be better move queen to e7. So if knight move to f6, double check from queen in e2 and knight from f6, king still can move to d8. But in this game, Mr. Atbor moving his bishop capture knight in f3. Maybe in same time want to threatening the queen in e7. But he didn't realize that knight also can make check from f6. And of course, Mr. Alexander moved his knight to f6. Double checkmate from queen and knight in f6. King cannot move to anywhere. All square closed by queen and knight. And Mr. Alexander win this game in 8 move. That's the match played by opening the King's Gambit. And thank you for watching this video. And please subscribe and like so we are motivated to make another video. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.